Hello students, today we are going to see the topic merit rating methods. I am Professor K. Kalidas to handle the session for you. So the merit rating is a systematic and orderly approach to access the relative worth of an employer working in an organization in terms of job performance, integrity, leadership, intelligence and behavior. So already we have done what is job evaluation. So job evaluation talks only with respect to the job, not the employer. Now here, merit rating is commonly referred for employee rating. So it is going to access the worker. So in other words, it's called as employee appraisal or staff reporting. So it accesses the merit of the person while doing a job. So it means to what extent he can meet the job requirement. So that is the idea. So this rating technique decides on what is the reward to be given for the employee in addition to his wages. So whether that worker is being capable of doing that particular job, and even if he is more efficient, is there any opportunity to reward him? So that is the idea of doing merit rating. So what is the objective? So it provides a record of the worth of the employee. So on deciding his worth, we can allocate the job according to his capability. So it unfolds the limitations of the employee, helping him to work better in the job that he knows better. So it helps in employee improvement. So it acts as a basis for wage increasing, promotion, training, transfer, etc. So how this rating method has been done? So first one is rating scale method. So here a list of rating factors has been listed out, like standard and quality of the output given by the worker, his intelligence, leadership, job knowledge, integrity, cooperation, character, education, etc. So these all are all the factors which define his merit. So that has been divided into again grades. Say for example, as I said, education. So if he has completed schoolings, you can give a grade point. He has completed this say diploma, yes, you can give some grade point. Engineering, some grade point. So each and every factor has been divided into grades, and we are going to assess whether it is going to be good, fair, very good, like that. So imparting some points to that particular grades. So by totaling of all the factors influenced and its grades, we can say this is what is the entire merit point that the employee has got. That's a simple technique. So second one is checklist method. So we have to prepare a questionnaire and statements with respect to that particular employee's performance to access his work. So it will be a maximum yes or no type questions, and for every yes, the marks will be awarded. So that total mark will give you the merit of the employee. But this method has got halo effect. So it means impression based ranking. So as an evaluator, I go to an employer and I give yes only based on the impression and not based on the work. So I'm not able to judge the work exactly, but as he's a good guy, by some impression on him, I am going to give some points to. So the major drawback is again to form the questions for evaluation. Sometimes what happens, the evaluator will give equal privilege to all the workers. It's a drawback using that. checklist method. The third one is employee comparison method. So individually, two employees are compared, and during its comparison, those who get the higher value of comparison or higher times he has get the comparison as good, then he will be selected as the best employee. As said, there are three employees who is to work X, Y, and Z. So the comparison takes like this: Y is better than X, Z is better than X, Y is better than Z. So it means Y has been better out of these three statements 2 times. So obviously the conclusion will be Y is the best employee. But the process is very tough if you have more number of employees working in the organization. So to compare, say 100 employees individually, then the combination and permutation will be huge, and it's very hard to compare. So sometimes equal merits can also be given wrongly to all the workers, so that also can happen. So it doesn't have a numerical comparison, it's only a judgmental comparison. So these three methods have been used for merit rating. What are the disadvantages? Again, it entails halo effect, so impression based ranking. So correct results will not be obtained. The rater may give average points to all the employees who have a good relationship with them. Then, without knowing their exact work, they cannot rate them correctly. And the reward for making this type of rating will not be got immediately to the employee, because the system is not exactly correct. So in this lecture, we have seen about the merits rating system and its types.